Lifeline.
You are welcome again to Family Lifeline. I'm happy meeting you today. It's another beautiful day. Thank you for having me in your living room. My name is Bisi Adewale, and I will be talking to you about something very, very important today. I call it 30 reasons to change your child's school. 30 reasons to change your child's school. I'll be expanding this, I'll be exposing this. One of the biggest parenting decisions you will make in your life is the decision of which school your child should attend, and when to change the school of that child is very, very important, because school is an environment that will make your children, that can mar your children, and that will mold your children's lives and destiny. So we need to address this so that you will be able to know the right school for your children and how to change the kind of school they have now if they didn't meet the right standard. I will join you shortly after this break.
Family Lifeline.
You are welcome back. Today, like as I said I will be telling you 30 reasons to change your child's school. Whatever the school your children are attending, you need to check them very well. Like I said, school can make a child, school can mar a child, and definitely school will mold a child. So you need to pay attention to the school your children will be attending and check out if they are not meeting the right standard. Then you've got to change that school. So what are the things to look for to know whether your children should remain in that school or not? So if you see the following, then it's time to change the school of your children, and they are 30 in number. Number one, if your child is not making progress in academics, if your child is not making progress in academics. When our daughter was in nursery school, we just discovered that she was not making progress in writing. It was so difficult for her. We went to school, we made inquiry, what's going on here? Then we discovered one thing. The teacher that was handling that class was finding it so difficult to handle our child because that child is the only left-handed pupil in the class. So practically the teacher could not cope to help this nursery pupil. So we tried to discuss with the school. We discovered that they were not really doing anything about it. We have to change the school. We picked the child to another school, and immediately the child got up, was able to write, pick up, and today the child is doing fine in academics. So if you discover that your child is not doing fine, please don't be emotionally attached to a school to the extent that you won't take your child from a school where that child is not making progress. Let that child leave the school, look for a school where the child will make progress. Number two, if your child keep complaining about negative influences in school, I think you've got to change the school to a better one. A boy kept on complaining about pornography in a school, gay relationship going on among young students in GSS 1, GSS 2. When the parents got to know, they made their investigation, they got to school, they discovered that it was true. They didn't waste any time. It cost them more money, but they removed their child from that school before that child turned to a porn addict. They made their child to escape, despite the fact that the father is part of the ESCO of the PTA of that school. So that is a wise decision. when you discover that your child is being negatively influenced, or your child is complaining about students or teachers that are influencing him negatively, please don't see that there. The life and destiny of your children is very important. You know what? School will make a lot of impact in the life of your child. I told you, school can make, school can mar, and school will definitely mold. So the people that will take your child every day between the hour of 8 a.m. to around 2, 3 p.m., they should be the people that will influence him more positively. Number 3, if your family change location, especially if the new location is far from your child's school, there may be a need to change the child's school. This is a non-brainer. But at times, a parent may struggle with this because of the attachment to the school. But if the school is so far from your new location, to the extent that your child has to be waking up around 5 a.m., around 4 a.m. to make it to school by 8 a.m., there's nothing to gain in that kind of school. Even if they have school bus, but the school bus must pick your child around 5:30 a.m. It will affect that child negatively. So you've got to think, you've got to watch this video over and over again to know the right thing to do. You need to get to my YouTube channel at Bisi Adewale to watch the video over and over again so that you will know how to change your child's school. I will be back shortly.
Family Lifeline.
You are welcome back. Another reason why you need to change your child's school is if you can no longer afford to pay the school fees. Don't struggle. Don't struggle to pay school fees. If you have to pray, you have to fast, you have to borrow before you can pay your child's school fees, that is to say, your child is in a wrong school. That child is in a wrong school. You have to steal in the office. You have to scam people. You have to dupe people before you can pay for the destiny of your own child. That child is in the wrong school. We have schools that are 1.8 million, 2 million per term, but we have schools as low as 18,000 naira per term. We have many other schools in between. Please, let your child go to school of your size. It's not about the structure. Many of the schools, they just have very good structure, they have very big name, but there's no attention. There's no academic development on them. And at times, it is in this big school that children are even being influenced negatively. I'm not making that one generally, but we can see it on the internet now. What is going on the social media? Very costly school with moral decadence. Don't say, oh, I need to look for 1.2 million every time because I want my children to go to the best school. The best school is not in the school fees. The best school is in moral development, spiritual development, academic development, their impact in the life of your child. So please, never struggle to pay school fees. Never struggle to pay school fees. If you can no longer afford to pay the school fees, let your child go to another school. Why should you be owing? Look at your income, your salary and everything, make your budget and go to the school that your pocket can afford. You see what? Many of us did not go to any of these private schools and we are doing fine today. Many of you went to school, listen, primary school, you know the kind of school you went to, and you are doing fine today. You are doing fine today. It's good to send your children to good schools, but not expensive school. Number 5, if you notice your child is keeping bad company and he is unrepentant about it, bad companies, you see, the hour your child will use in school between 8 and 2, 3 p.m. is a very long time. It's a very long time. If they are in wrong company, they will grow to become bad children. That is why your child may not complain about bad company if you notice it. You just discover that your child just developed some bad attitude, it's becoming moody, it's about taking drug, running after girls, drinking, smoking. The school may be the reason. Check it very well. Know his friends. If they are bad influence on your child, it's time to change the school for that child. Maybe if you do it quickly, you can rescue the destiny of your child. If you do it quickly, swiftly, maybe you can rescue the destiny of that child. Don't make that mistake. Don't allow anything to stop you from doing it. Number 6, if you find out the school is not registered, you discover that the school is not registered, not recognized by the government, not recognized by WAEC, not recognized by the state government, the federal government, all the registering authorities, they didn't register the school. Why should your child be in such a school? We call them mushroom schools. Mushroom schools. They may be less expensive, but your child is going nowhere. So take your child out of that school immediately. Number 7, if the school is not located in a very safe environment. Wow, that's another big one. That is another big one. If you notice that the school your child is attending is in the middle of a market where all manners of area boys, they invade the school, all manner of things, putting the life of pupils and teachers in danger, your child should get out of that school immediately. Also, if that school is very close to brothels where prostitutes are in display day and night, if your child gets to see that kind of situation every day for about 6 years, he or she will get up to think that is a norm, and it will be very dangerous. Also, if it's an environment where bandits are always attacking schools, where terrorists are always attacking schools, you better rescue your children before they kill them. It is very, very important. You see, if you are very careful and observant, you may rescue your children before they are destroyed. Number 8, if you notice your child is being bullied, you see, it's not every child that will escape from the hand of a bully. You need to take it serious. I remember our first child several years ago. In my environment, some boys, anytime the boy is going out, some boys will just waylay him and double-cross him, and they begin to bully him. I followed him there. I myself threatened the children, if you dare by double-cross my child again, I will hand you over to the police. I shouted at them, I really threatened them. I went to their parents, so I will arrest your children, I will take your children to guard room. The children were shaking. That was the last time they ever threatened or bullied my child. Even the younger ones, they never try it. Why? At times, bullies to rescue their victim. You need to follow it up. You need to defend your children. And at times, what you need to do is to take your children out of that school. If you discover that the school authority are not doing anything about it, they didn't recognize it, the issue of bullying is very high, especially in secondary school. You may need to take your child out of that school before they hurt his self-esteem or her self-esteem. You need to do something. Number 9, if you notice a kind of discrimination among students, some students are fond of discriminating against some set of other religion, other tribes, maybe on gender basis. When you notice anything like this, and the school authority is not doing anything about it, please rescue your child immediately. No discrimination. You see, the problem with this is your child may be injured for life. So you need to do something. Number 10, if you notice an ethnicity barrier which can never be safe for you or your child, then that child is in the wrong school. The other time I spoke about discrimination. Discrimination may be very deep, based on ethnicity, based on religion. When you discover that they don't want your own tribe, your own tongue in that school, the authority are fighting against them, the students are waging war against them, then your child must not be among them. Look for a better school for your children so that their life may not be destroyed.
Family lifeline.
I will be rounding off at this stage. We'll continue this teaching next week. But remember what I said. The life of your children will be molded by the school. School can make them, school can mar them, and school will mold them. Either good school, bad school, either good teacher, bad teacher, either bad students or good students, they will definitely mold the life of your children. One of the strongest decisions you will take concerning your children as they grow up is about the school they will attend. So make investigation, pray about it, talk to other parents, check the background of the school, check with the government about the registration of the school before you make a decision. And as soon as you notice that that child is in the wrong school, don't hesitate to change that school. Thank you for joining me today. I'm interested in the life and destiny of your children, and I know it will be well with them. You will not bury them. Your children will be great when you are still alive. I appreciate you. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Bisi Adewale, on YouTube at Bisi Adewale, to enjoy all the teachings that I show out every day on these platforms. Remember, your family is very important. Take good care of your marriage.
Family lifeline.
06831-2004. Family Lifeline. Building families, molding destinies.
Family lifeline.